Hello boys, my name is Koyayoshi. Welcome back to my blind playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. In the last video, we did Gray's special class quest here, paid back for treason, and broke his class limit, and dealt with some very shady business that was going on in the city that pretty much messed our plans. And doing so also, and so this was complete. I figured I'd go back and check these collectible cards just to make sure we're getting as much affinity from that as possible. Because getting to rank 5 can be kind of difficult. So I like to just get other stuff. Now you see why I always collect every materia. It's mostly for these collectible cards. But anyways, yes, we did a bunch of those quests back in a previous video. Yeah, we broke the class and phase class as well. So that means whenever my other class that is using that specific class reaches level 20 or 10, we could just keep them on there and they'll keep getting points, so it won't be that big of a deal. Anyways, the last video I mentioned we were gonna do a novel book, so now we're going to do that. A novel, huh? They're all the rage in the city. Some kind of book or something, I don't know. A book? Can't be that good then. Get the feeling they're pretty different from the textbooks we're used to have to read. Oh, different how? Know the details. Are you curious though, Mio? Just a little. Should we read one of these novels and see what it's like? Yeah, let's see if we can find one option to buy in the city. Exactly. Now, if you're wondering why I'm not using the auto text, which there's a feature to just make the text advance automatically, that's because I wouldn't be able to talk to you, comment on it, do commentary on what the actual text says to you, and try to mimic it. More specifically, I can't say the text out loud then, because I straight up won't have enough time because it'll advance before I have a chance to do it. That makes a bit more sense, though. You could do that. There are obviously implications from it, so like if you get stuck in a cutscene, you can just have auto advance on and it'll just advance for the text, which is really good if you're doing a speed run of this, especially considering this is so far been one of the longer 100%. It basically gives you an option to do breaks, especially during those long cutscenes. Even though you can skip everything, sometimes it might be worth it to use that as a break. We were wondering if you have any novels. Well. Some of these nobodies are so funny. Novels, of course. Question borders on silly. What genre friends looking for? What? Sorry, genre? Look, we have no idea. What's popular in the city? You want popular and all? That easy. Current bestseller is latest volume of Founder's Tale. Founder's Tale? That's the title of the novel, is it? Right on, buddy. Would friends care to buy? Alright. Thanks for patronage. Friends choose well to choose well. Yeah, some of the nobodies I omit is funny. Story of Founder's Tale is epic and narrative of Orobos who were first founders of city. So it's a record that the founders themselves left behind? Right. That framing device of novel. Framing, what? What, are you sure you can afford to sell something so important for such a low price? That interesting take. Friends certainly have sense of curiosity. Well, do one better. Why not meet Miss Lian offer of novel directly? We could meet the person who actually wrote this book. Miss Lian often go for constitutional and varied park. She lady of lofty wisdom, so well certain that she able to satisfy friends' curiosity. Alright. This is probably closer than the other one, but I think either of them are just as close. Excuse me, but would you happen to be Len? I would, indeed. Can I help you? Well, I'll tell this the person who wrote the Founder's Tale. Goodness, think that our generation of Orbals would take an interest in my humble scribbles. Basically, we don't get this whole novel thing. Ah, of course, that's only natural. I believe there isn't much of the way of printed storytelling outside of the city, correct? I say so. Is it something like a diary? Well, you're not entirely wrong in that I'm trying to recreate in detail the lives of the founders. But it's different from a real diary because I've made most of it up. What do you mean you made it up? Put it simply, it's sort of all lies. What, you just pulled it out of your eyes? Of course, I do strive my best ability to make sure it hews close to the truth. There's so few documents and materials left in the city from the founders' times, so regardless, I would have always had to weave guesses and interpretations in my work to fill the gaps. That said, it's probably time to lay down my pen. What do you mean? You don't want to write anymore? Imagination has its limits. I think I've come to the end of the line. I just don't know where I take the story from here. But you're mega popular, ain't you? Doesn't everyone love their novels? They do, which is why I've been hoping for inspiration to strike. Though you could say inspiration really has dropped from the heavens right in front of me. Pardon? This truly is serendipity. Would you mind helping me conquer my writer's block? Today's just a day for learning new concepts, I suppose. According to the records, there's 6 founders traveled throughout the world looking for a new land. I've managed to pinpoint the exact locations they visit on the journey to help further my research. Should I let the robust constitution to be a soldier? Would you visit those places in my stead? What exactly do you want us to look for? Let me see. If you happen upon anything that looks out of the ordinary there, could you bring it back? I'm trying to see if there's anything out there beyond the information we have in the records. What are the locations you'd like us to look at? The distant fingertip and the Don Desert in the this region would be a great start. Then there's a couple of places in Patalis, the ruins of Cebu and the old Cliffside Way. Find a place in Cadencia called the Internal Canopy, and that should be all. No asking for us to go to all those places, seriously? Get all your hardships out of the way while you're young. Once you get old, you can't do all the fun stuff even if you want to. I can't hold anything much heavier than a pen these days. Curse yourself, buddy. We'll help you. We'll report back if we find anything. Thank you. I'll be waiting to hear back for you, young folk. Alright. Oh, there's actually... It seems we could potentially hand in the items, but we need to, I think, actually go and find them. So there he is again. Alright, so there's one here in the secret area of Distant Fingertip. Let's go there first. Some of these secret locations we haven't visited since we first found them. We kind of just left them there. We could technically start exploring and collecting items, but I don't want my game time to go too much either. Oh, hello. Oh, crying out loud. What are they doing here? Save it for later. Here they come. These jerk faces again. Let's get these mysterious areas and always knowing where they go. There we go. Nice smash. There. Didn't even get to right there.
良さそうなものを見つけたね。ようやく探し物を見つけたな。探し物は見つかったようだな。
There you go. Drop into the water here. I figure since we're in a secret location, we may as well get items while we're here to make the most out of it. There's some items that can only be found in these secret locations. Can't find them anywhere else in the game. So I always make it normal to check around to make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, I've seen plenty of those Valley of the Sun valleys, though. Maybe is a bit more rare. Alright, now we'll just quick travel to the rest of them. Oh, I guess that makes sense why it's sailed there. Because we have to go up here. Oh, wow. According to it, this is actually... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, this is starting to get weird. The actual lip is... Okay, alright, well, apparently when it tells you to just go to our area, you can just do that to fix it. Yeah, all we really have to do is change some of the other items. So, I am gonna kill these monsters here. I heard that we still need a Ropal Jaw, so we're gonna try and get that now. And quickly target this one before the other one gets killed, just so we can kill this one a bit quicker. Oh, speaking of which, well, that didn't take long. Already got a Ropal Jaw there. Good. This will give us a second chance at getting we need. I can never tell if it's purple or that we need. Well, we got two of the incinerated. Alright, there we go. Got that item as well. Yeah, I actually remember us straight up needed a Ropo Jaw, so we quickly killed that to get what we needed. Now we need to go to Patalis, and the first part we have to go to, whew, it's right next to this other area. Oh, there is a secret zone that we haven't visited yet, though. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's a secret here that we couldn't visit because we didn't have that method of traveling. And yes, we do have that as well. So yeah, that's the final method of traversal. But previously, we didn't have the one that allowed us to, you know, ride on the ropes. Now we can finally use that, except we can't do it that way for some reason. Seems we actually have to do it from more atop here, so That means we still have to go across this narrow gap, which is a lot more narrow than it should be. Hey! It's nice that there are no invaders this time. Yeah, I like for once not actually having to fight anything. Yeah, I think we straight up ignored this, I think, before. So I've never actually been up here, but part of that was because I think we knew that we wouldn't be able to go over that set, so we didn't really bother coming up here until now. Now we're going to do this. This should hopefully be another regular or secret landmark. If so, that would help out a lot. Give us some good experience. Trying to get onto this height though, this is kind of tight. I always kind of take these slowly because I don't want to fall down and die. That'd be terrible. Speaking of that, sorry, Uni. Looks like you're back though. And we have the double unique monster. Just gonna just try to sneak around them and use stealth to get this chest container here without having to get battle them. Yeah, I don't like seeing high level monsters in my supposed to be much weaker level zone. I don't think these could have been there originally, and I think they only just appear now that we have higher warning level on Ignis, and more specifically Mobius, because that causes more troops to send here. So by the end of the game, there will be a lot of higher level monsters. Annoyingly enough, wasn't even a landmark. I was literally only there for that unique monster, and we can't even kill it. Even with our bonus experience, we still couldn't fight that yet, even if we wanted to. So we're gonna go here instead. There's a second location in Talus, and then all we have to do is go back to Cadentia and we'll be good. Also just realized whenever we go out of Cadentia, but then back in, our ship basically gets teleported to the closest area by... So we don't have to worry too much. Oh, another battle. Why else would we get interrupted? Yeah, it's more of these mysterious raiders jerks. Tell you yes, or perhaps, who cares? Let's take them down. I've seen so many of these mysterious raiders, it's kind of obnoxious how many of them like to just attack us out of thin air. I think there is sort of an auto attack cancel, although it doesn't seem to be as effective. Some of the attacks have a lot more delay than they used to. Xenoblade 2 canceling was way more effective. Also, Via, what the frick happened? You just went from like what seemed to be high health to 1 HP in a matter of seconds. You okay? Hey, you need to watch yourself. Oh, there is a bleed as well. That could be partially it. Now that one of them's down, hopefully things should be fine. I guess that's not a bad thing. She is doing her job as a tank good. It's just that be taking more damage than the sacks right now. Anyway, trying to get that inner rank to level 3. It takes a long time to get it to level 3, I will admit. For certain fights, it might be better to honestly have, like, interlink build-up increase or whatever, and throw that on both Noah and Neo, just so that their Orbos will build up way quicker. I think that would help out. Okay, so that was, like, yeah, that was 2 locations there. Now we just go to the Cadentia. Oh, conveniently, this is right next to one of the spots we had to travel anyway, so that's not gonna take that long. Not sure if I should have teleported to this landmark or the unique gravestone. Oh well, I was worried it would be higher up. That's why I did it that way. Alright. Alright, there we go. And there it is. Ugh. More of these freaking mysterious raiders. I think this might be more than just coincidence. I think they're after the same thing we are. That's true that I guess we're onto something pretty good. Alright. Ah, these jerks just keep on coming. That straight up missed them. I'm trying my best to auto attack Katsu if I can, but I can't tell if that's arcane or not. You get absolutely wrecked again in these battles. What's with Leo? It's only taking a lot of damage. I get she's the tank class that doesn't have the best defense, but still surprising. No, we got that chain up a lot quicker than we did other times. Run into the trick if we can. Whoa! Perfect. This is a classic damage hit that I think you might see a bit more in the speedrun. If you want to just get a lot of experience with them. Just a chain attack them when they're on a silver elf, and then all you do is that, and you get a bunch of stuff. I am going to take it a little bit more though, because I do think the third damage right now, at least 400% can be achieved, or close to that, so we'll trigger Ruthless Persecution. It'd actually be really fun to see how much this does. The boost. Okay, it did a decent bit. And then I think that's plenty. Just wanted to get a little bit of extra experience. Wasn't actually worth that much class points, so probably not as worth it to chain, but that's fine. As long as it's quick, it's not honestly that much time difference. In fact, you could just do like the insta strat where you just just do like one attack, get a quick overkill, and then just run after that. I think the other location I could have traveled to that's close to that location is probably faster, but whatever. I'm used to traveling to this one, I guess. It's a habit of mine. Anyway, let's continue to do this. Also, yeah, the city has a lot more quests than I expected. For an area that I only had like 2-star before the first storyline, it sure got a lot of its quest really quick. Makes sense. You're back. Did you find anything? Alright, so now we have to give each of these items. Okay, so, yeah, we had to get them all anyway. And these are only available for this quest, so we can't get them otherwise. Let me see. All we found was this jug. Sorry you couldn't get anything better. Not at all, not at all. This is wonderful. It's a better result than I could have hoped for. Well, I don't see anything here that even has the slightest connection to the Founders. No, you're right. None of this is related to the Founders. Joking. But these things don't exist in any of our records. They're completely unknown. They may not be associated with the Founders, but they have more worth than that alone. It's gotta be a wind-up. It's just a bunch of rubbish. Hey, do you think the Levitus that attacked us were looking for these? Oh, sounds like you had a bit of adventure. Now you've really piqued my interest. Just what are these? It's hard to imagine they come from our time or even the Founders' time. Would they be even older? Yeah, it's coming to me. What's coming? My inspiration. Oh, it's rushing back to me. Gray matter hasn't failed me yet. You saved my work, thank you. You're sure this is fine? Of course. I'm sorry, but I must go. I want to put pen to paper while these ideas are still fresh. Wait, can we ask you one more question? What is it? Why did you decide to write about the founders in the first place? Oh, that's a good question. Have you ever wondered where you came from? What do you mean? This is just my own theory. But I think one of the most important things in life is knowing your origins. That's why I want the People's City to know, or rather, to remember, where we all came from and where we're going. Do you see? Anyway, I really must go now. I hope you enjoyed the next book in the series. We have so much bonus like Joulietta now, we could probably almost get at our level, though. With how much experience we need to level up, it's not really being as... The romantics you brought to me were deeply fascinating. I think the Founder's Tale series will be able to continue a little longer now. Hope to you, who I owe so much, will do me the honor of reading it when it's available. I will do. Oh! We never actually got to go in here. But he seems really interested. Also, these are the infos we can check. House Roads. A soldier of Agnes, this founder's fight to the death was against the founder of Oritz, a soldier of Kiev's who was interested by chance meeting with the other founders. Freed from the bondage of her Freikorps, she joined the fight against Mobius. Soldier, the founder, is reported to have been exceedingly gentle and kind at heart. She, her skill in the healing arts greatly contributed to the development of the medical science in the city for later ages. And irrespective of starting life as an Agnian soldier, she is said to have surpassed 80 years of age, though the way she achieved that remains shrouded in mystery. House Cassini. The members of the founder of House Cassini and city's Ribcheks. Much like with the founder of Raid, this statue too depicts the founder of self-respected mentor rather than the founder himself. The mentor boasted a robust physique, wielding two great swords at once with utmost ease and facing down Mobius despite the loss of one eye. He lived his life with unsophisticated sword, bright-minded but impassioned, and is said to have aided the founders in the fight against Mobius, physically and spiritually. He was further reported to have been a free spirit whose qualities influenced the other founders, still young and impressive when the city was restored. Indelible proof of this rebellious spirit could be seen time again in the FOs of House in generations to come. Oh, that's cool. All these are really cool so far. House Vandam. Memories of the founder of House Vandam, the city's restorer and liberator. The original incarnation of the city was once ready to ruin by Mobius N's hand. The founder realized the full power of the Orbos, heretofore limited, and fought against N, ousting him. Once victorious, he gathered the old city's people, scattered to the winds, and re-established the city. City restored, he left his government in the hands of the founder of Doyle, and departed on a lonely expedition. No records exist of his fate thereafter. Heirs of Vadam's lineage only returned to the new city several centuries later. Oral tradition is that the founder was the master of the classical art of fistfighting, and the scions of Svadam carry on the custom to this day. So like a monk-like class. House Doyle. Founder of House Doyle, the city's Ribcheks. Directly descended from those who established the first original city. Her whereabouts were lost after Anne's ravaging a city of old, but upon encountering the other found she committed herself fully to the fight. Founder is said to have a familiar relation to the founder of Vandam, with extant records suggesting that they were likely brother and sister. She fought alongside the founder of Vandam then, who was the elder of the two, and brought the power of Erebus to completion. Said to have been bright and wise, this founder laid the cornerstone for much of the city's governance and legal system. House Reed. Memory of the founder of House Reed and cities of Batrix. Rather than the founder herself, the statue depicts the founder's mentor figure, standing as a sign of deep reverence and devotion she felt for her teacher. The founder's master was unconnected to her by bonds of blood, yet she raised her as would Beth, a child of one's own, it is said. Though of a calm and constant disposition, the sight of him on the battlefield, great red sword in hand, struck fear into many a Mobius. And though the vicious struggle against Mobius cost this ferocious hero his right arm, the loss did nothing to diminish his desire to own his martial skills every day, standing as the vivid testament to his indomitable will. So that's basically like the Lance character there. He straight up refused to... House Aritz. In memory of the founder of House Aritz and the city's liberator, Akizi Soldier's founder was released from the Flake Crop system by the other founders, and henceforth spent every last ounce of his energy for the cause to liberate the city as one of the first Orbos. His surpassing skill in mechanical engineering, the founder fought not with a blade but with a weapon of his own fabrication. Was also responsible for laying the foundations of all the mechanical systems supporting around the city to this day. Following the fight against Mobius, he poured the remainder of his days into rebuilding a city before finally perishing at the age of 80 years. Though how he attained that feat despite his origins as a Kavzi soldier remained unexplained. Orbo's Stone Cage. The object on display upon this whip is the very first original Ouroboros stone cage. To note that the initial designs for Moa are said to be included a statue of a seventh founder in its place. Next to no information remains about the seventh founder's identity, and it's possible that this is not due to simply a loss of records. Rather, historians speculate that this is a result of a conscious decision by the seventh founder. Alright, so that's what that was about. My apologies, by the way, if I might have already watched that before, but anyway, it's not like I really have much of a choice anyway. Ah, so you showed up. Are we getting more of that bounty? Yeah. Quite done a real few coin clocks now. The fight's only gonna get more fierce from now on. I hope you're gonna help us out with that. So, yeah, he just has a bounty system. And the question mark just means we can collect more bounties. Good to know. And this elevator took a while to get here. Looks like this one might be on top of the area. This mysterious question mark is starting to get really interesting. I feel like it's been here for a while and yet we've never been able to see what it actually does. All I know is it seems to be up at a higher point than we initially remember. Nice item there. Alright. Question is, how can we get up there? Doesn't seem like it's high enough. Also seems like there's a separate ladder all together I have to go to. Alright. Yeah, there is still one more question here. Try to get. It's being really hard to find right now. Seems like it was over here, actually. Alright. We do still have to complete the Castle of Beckons, but there's also a bunch of other events we've yet to do here. Yo, who pulled out their blade there for a second? There isn't even any monsters. Someone just randomly pulled out their blade. I wonder which one. So, well, we'll never know. I guess. Oh, here we go. It's crazy how far up you have to go for this. Oh, we never really got to travel this high up before, now. Oh. Whoa, let's not be hasty, mate. Yes, that. Busy. People walking off above. I wonder if you'd help me out a tad. I see now where the mix-up came to pass. You must have thought I meant to end my life. I only meant to do some practice falls. You see, the war room waiting down there before. The war room waiting there below. So there was never any concrete risk. Then run on anything friend want, but from this height, death not optional. Why would you even want to do this? To gain permission for my true love's hand. Hand? What hand? Her hand, my dear, in marriage, nothing less. Jeweled petals, what a suitor needs if he's have his marriage recognized, so I promised thus to bring one home. I see, so marriage necessitates finding this pebble. Our problem's really of another kind. You see, our family standings are of such. Oh wait, you're outsiders, are you not? My lady love is of a noble house, and her old-fashioned representative is not inclined to bless our wedding wish. I begged and pleaded for 100 days, and finally the answer came back, yes. So you need to find this jewel pearl to prove your worth. But what does that have to do with flinging yourself from high places? The jewel pearl is only found one place, and Ravi Sandbar is the place it sleeps, a site in yonder air of sea. Sandbar, though, may prove a testing task. As far as removed from city fair it lies, its shore can only be reached only by one with a boat. Of course, I haven't had access to a boat, so swimming is the only choice I have. I established a sail to take 10 days, so till then I must fortify myself. And what more bracy action can there be from leaping up to some highly lonely place? One of the caravan it was who had told me of this brilliant technique. I heard it's a well-respected way to get a marriage recognized, in fact. I see. So why, my friends, I tell you true, you needn't much worry over this man here. Trade has begun in earnest, yes. My Joulietta waits for my success. Wait, his name is Romero, right? Is this another Romeo and Juliet tale? Joulietta is gonna be waiting a long time to kill yourself jumping off high things, mate. Romero? You said the pebble's all you need? Threat. We have our own vessel. We could take you up to Lavi Sandbar. You will? By ship, the trip's much less than 10 days long. I'd be so grateful if you can help me out. And where might we find this Abbey Sandbar? I'll send your iris where our target rise. Okay. Won't be long now till my goal is reached. Sweet Joulietta, wait a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Now we can also finally look at this spot. It never actually went up here before. This is probably a location, or we still am. Yep, there is. Oh, there's a lens behind you. It's cool that there's a spot like this hiding out here this whole time. Also, I probably should have found this sooner. That would have helped out a bit more with getting up here, but it is what it is. Alright, Cadencia, we can actually just probably cheat travel all the way here. There's actually two knots though. There's the Castle Beckons, and then there's the one over here. And then we'll do the Cadencia trick, so because of the way the setup works, the boat should just be brought right to us. I think that's what they've set up. Honestly, if this doesn't happen all the time, then it'd be really tiring. Also, that means technically you could do a trick then where you just automatically use, or you just leave Cadencia altogether and then just go right back into it immediately afterwards. You can basically use that to teleport your bow around locations. I imagine speedrunners could maybe make use of that. So the spot we actually have to go is also kind of close to where our next shit is anyway. And alright, we already found it. Didn't take too long. Now we need to figure out what is the most optimal route here. The closer we got, the better. Now we'll disembark. And continue. And just start following this part. Oh, we're starting to finally have some mobs that are catching up to us in levels. I think you could just sneak up on us. I think you could just sneak up on us like that, right? I think you've known that you do not sneak up on us and get away like that. You saw it, right? It just came up from underneath the ground there. There we go. Okay, though, it did get enough bar to chain attack. Kind of unfortunate, that was actually around our level. That's actually something I kind of wanted to chain attack, although a lot of the actual chain attack filling can be kind of random sometimes. Yo, that's a big soldier there. Let's see, which one... Let's do this one. Wow, it's already weakened. There we go. Like I said, coins are much harder to find than ever experience. Bonus experience we could always just pick up later. we need it. Oh, I could hardly see the map line there. That is not a new Chala. That is a monster that is within our decent level range. I think we are gonna try and kill it. Start with a break if we can. Oh, missed it. I was gonna leave off using the other ones for a bit. I wanna try to get our talent art as fast as possible. Because fusion arts do more than talent arts. I think she might have an ability that just straight up lowers her health to 1 or something else. We'll have to check that out. I don't expect, because I don't expect how she keeps on getting some low health really quickly. But also it could just be that that class's defense is really low. I mentioned it was kind of a risky class and I'm not kind of lying. It's good for DPS, but not really good when you're facing like higher level monsters. Also, technically, we could do more damage to this with the Crisis Van Braces. Don't have that yet. You know, if monsters like this do get struck, trying to like dodge around. Just now, I think finally got broken, but way too late. I was trying to delay our damage on purpose there to not draw its attention, but it already had too much attention. Likely because Meal died there and not so much aggro from that, and that just caused it to spiral out of control. It up ahead, I see it. There it is. Alright. For you, my sweet Julia, well, oh, hello. Hello, big monster. Romero. Return the jeweled pebble to me now. Whoa. Romero. Let's get this thing out of the way. Okay, at least he's fine. Oh wow, that's got hit really hard there, jeez. Okay, buddy. He got broken as well. Seriously, I toppled and go through there. Nice smash. Nice cancel. I should. Yeah, I was about to say I should hopefully finish it off. There goes Yuri with her healing Artan. I'm fine, my friend. Just taken unawares. Was looking very aware, Soiko. We got the jewel pebble back. Oh. Now you can marry Joulietta. My gratitude's eternal to you all. I must get back to where my darling waits to whisper in her ear the happiness. So why not? I'll take the chance to introduce you heroes to my love. She waits for me in Michiba Canteen, a place that holds 1,000 memories. I beg you, please come. Join me, my friends. Okay. Alright. Well, at least finish this quest. We're not gonna make you wait on that. I'm not gonna go through a full quest side just to, like, completely skip the ending. Michiba Canteen, that'd be right here, so we'll just travel to this landmark we happen to have. All those are basically skip travel points, but not all of them are necessarily landmarks. This is a rest point, technically, but we could still fast travel to it, so it's almost like a landmark in a way. And here we go. My Joulietta. Oh, Romero, mine. Can't believe you really found the thing. Only sorry that I made you wait. What nonsense, dear. It's all my father's fault. And who is this? Some friends who helped me out. Here, that Garrett's here as well. Yes, here. Wait, is Garrett Giulietta's father? See, father, it's exactly as I said. Romero kept his word and found the stone. Yep, that's definitely a jeweled pebble. Did you find this on your own? I had some help from these worthy friends, or both they are, or did you know? Such stout companions. Also, did you know they're gonna end the war with Mobius too? Well, you certainly kept your promise and brought back a jeweled pebble. But don't forget, this task was set to see if you're worthy of Joulietta. He bought you. I don't think we can use that to judge your worthiness. Yes, I can see how that might be the case. And what about the other marriage condition? My father, is there more we have to do? Still leave the lost numbers. To this I have to say, I won't leave my lost number friends behind. I signed up for your Giulietta's sake. I fight to save the world for her alone. My sweet Romero. Sorry, them the terms. You want to marry her, then retire. How cruel, man, to say such awful things. You never understand. I hate you. What, so after all of that, this marriage thing isn't even happening? So it seems. Yeah. Alright. The poor lovers remain star-crossed, burned by their noble status. What's my area doing here, Afane? Yeah, Meryl's kicked out the lost numbers. News reaches you as fast as ever. Well, it was me that gave the information to Rosanna. When all the bad apples are out, I think my job will get a little easier. Oh, Monica has something to say as well. Just let me know if you need my help, alright? I'm gonna leave info, trade, and castle to you guys and Urbo's cats now. I can't come with you, unfortunately, though. I need to stay here and collect things. Yeah, especially after what happened with the Euro problem over there. Okay, one thing I am going to do, though, is I am going to do a little bit of a cheat trick here to try and figure out if there are any quests available right now, so... You know that cheese trick I mentioned? Well, honestly, we don't need to do it for the other area. We know we need some side quests. But yes, it's about that time. We're gonna check out every single area to see if there's side quests we are missing. And more importantly, to see if there are any quest-related events. That way we can go in and activate them right away so we don't have to worry. Alright, well... Of course, with all the stuff we've gone through now... Oh, wait, hang on. What's this? The Atoll Hall... Oh, right, I didn't actually look at that properly. Anyway, of course, I'm not gonna actually bore you with the details. I'm gonna be doing that off screen, and we're not gonna be actually doing any of these quests because I'm gonna be ending this episode right here. Still, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, enjoy, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.